Well, hello and welcome to Bowtie Life. Kind of in a video shooting mode today. Shot a couple of things about the strawberry patch and citronella. So those, if you've already seen those, if you haven't, go back and look at them. But anyway, I am about to make Southern hot pepper sauce. Real Southern hot pepper sauce. And this is the first time I've made it, though I've known how to make it for a while. So stay tuned and let's get her done. Hi, I'm Bowtie Dave. So if you've seen any of my preparing food videos, I'm not much of a chef. I'm not a cook. I'm not, I don't grill. I can make ramen noodles. I can make grilled cheese. Not much else. I do okay in some areas, but I am not much of a cook. However, making Southern hot pepper sauce is one of the easiest things to do. Now, some of you watching may have been at the Hobo Stew from 2 years ago. And you may remember when I made this. In fact, this was one of the jars that was there that day. And one of them was extremely hot and one of them was a lot more hot. Tabasco sauce, we're talking about 30,000 on the Scoville scale is what these Tabasco, and these are the Tabasco peppers. They're beautiful. Isn't that beautiful? All the colors and everything. Normally you pick them when they're green, when they're kind of a light green. And with me, as much traveling as we've done, hadn't been able to keep up with it. So some of them went all the way to their fully developed stage, and then I picked a lot that are green and so forth. But they're all pretty hot. I've eaten a green one. It's pretty hot. The red ones are even hotter. The longer the pepper stays on the plant, the hotter it gets. So anyway, I'm going to make Southern hot pepper sauce and show you how to make it really quick. It's really quite easy, and I grew up having this. My grandmother made it, and I enjoyed it. My extended family made it, and when I learned how to make it, I was like, oh, this is really easy. This is the first year I've had enough Tabasco peppers to do this, because that's what it's made with: Tabasco peppers and vinegar. That's it. So anyway, let's get with it. So I'm going to move you in closer here so you can see what I'm doing. And like I said, this is surprisingly simple. So here I'm going to slide you in. So first things first, this is my Tabasco harvest. It's not all of them, but it's what I got right now. You need a nice jar, a food safe jar. I actually get these at Hobby Lobby. They are food safe. I wash them, I sterilize them, and run them through the dishwasher, whatever. And this thing I clean by hand very carefully. But there's not much can go wrong with this. And all you're going to do is you're going to take these peppers and take a fork. How complicated is that? And just poke them. And if you poke them, it does get a little tedious, but if you poke them long ways like that, you put the holes in them, and what's going to happen is when these things are submerged in the vinegar seeps into them, and the flavor of the Tabasco seeps out into the vinegar and flavors the vinegar, and the vinegar is what you want. Now, when we fill this here in a few minutes, you'll see that I will cover these, make sure these are covered in the vinegar, and once that is, you say you fill it up so tall with vinegar, once that's used, you can refill it again with the vinegar. I have actually refilled up to 2 more times. In other words, a total of 3 contents. The third time tends to get a little less potent. It might be good for someone who doesn't like the hot stuff, maybe. I don't know. I do like the hot stuff, so I try to stick to 2 times. But I'm just poking these things with a fork, and that's it. This is not complex. This is like I said, this is simple. So here we go. So there you go. I just sped everything up there at the end to get through all these tedious little peppers. And it is a little bit tedious. One thing I did do, I started doing when I poke it, I would just push it through. And I actually started off poking one side, and then I started poking two sides, and I thought, oh, this is silly. And so then I started poking it just through, so there's 4 holes on either side of the pepper. That's just so that whatever medium we put in there can bubble through and seep into more flavor. So anyway, there's my beautiful mix. I'm gonna end up getting some more Tabasco peppers. You can use any kind of peppers. I saw Scotch bonnet in there. I saw cayenne. These are cayenne peppers. The Fatale, I actually used Fatale peppers on a batch 2 years ago, and it really brought out this flowery flavor that I had never tasted on those Fatale peppers. It was really good. So you can use whatever kind of peppers you want. The Southern hot pepper sauce my grandma used to make was made with Tabasco peppers. You can put in whatever vinegar. I mean, distilled white white wine vinegar, rice vinegar, red wine vinegar, and in this one I'm going to use apple cider vinegar. And this is just Bragg's organic apple cider vinegar with the mother. And all you do is fill it up so where you can cover the peppers. And I'm going to do an inch or two above that because, like I said, I'm going to be adding some more peppers to this. My pepper plant is loaded, so I got plenty to put in there. But once this is filled, it's very simple. You just put this on the shelf. My grandmother used to put it underneath the sink in our kitchen and let that steep in there and do its thing. Anywhere from 2 to 4 weeks. So those of you who will be at our hobo stew, this is the bottle that's going to be there. So I had decided on the apple cider vinegar because Luke was using this last night at home group, and I thought, that sounds like a good change. Okay, so it's not my grandma's hot pepper sauce without the distilled white. She just used distilled white as far as I know. So I changed it a little bit. This is, if you watch the videos on our taste testing, our blind taste testing on the different kind of vinegars, this was a little bit different beast on the results. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and probably get another handful of these and finish this off and stick it on our shelf up here where we're fermenting some Scotch bonnet peppers. So I'm excited. I'm making this for the hobo stew, so there may or may not be any left over. But anyway, if you thought this was informational, educational, inspirational, or just entertaining, please click the thumbs up and share on your social media. Please subscribe if you have not already. A lot of you aren't subscribing yet, and we need to get those subscriptions up. So if you're watching and you like the videos, be sure to subscribe so you can get back to our things that are coming out in the future. If you thought it was just plain entertaining, wondering if I'm going to touch my fingers with these, touch my eyes with these pepper-soaked fingers, unfortunately that part will not be on video. It's going to be tonight in an hour or two, maybe 3, and a lot of pain and suffering will be involved, so you can just use your imagination. Yeah, I got a lot of juice on my fingers during that. So anyway, I do like the way this looks. They're all floating at the top now, and they'll start seeping in and bubbling and getting through and start seeping that heat into the vinegar. So it'll be interesting to see how it is with the apple cider vinegar after a few weeks. So anyway, yeah, I'm excited. All right. All that being said, there you go. Simple recipe. Have a blessed day.